Done? Did he get his stuff in? Yes.
There's nothing about this job that's easy. Being the principal of a building with over 3,400 kids, something new pops up every single day.
All right, looking fresh, looking fresh.
A new question, a new problem, a new challenge comes up. But to walk in every day, walk the halls, it really is what drives me every day. Well, this school is very unique. We are located over the first suburb west of the city of Chicago. This building is mostly Hispanic, 97%.
It's a great community, a great school. Our kids are low income, about 93%, low achieving based on our test scores and things of that nature, but a school that I think has been ripe for development and improvement, for a number of years.
Having a leadership coach is something that I never thought I needed, but as a principal of a building this big, I don't know how I would be able to work without it.
The leader's the linchpin. That's the driving force behind school change. One of the things that the research shows us, AIR's research and the research of a number of other national researchers who have studied school turnaround, is that there's not been one case of a school turning around without a strong leader.
The research tells us that the number one factor that impacts student achievement and student gains is teachers. But the research also tells us widely that the number two is principals. So it's vital that school districts, states, and others pay attention to that principal and principal growth, because it is the number two impact on student achievement within a building.
We've been working with them for 3 years. We were on site with the school full time, so every day that students were in school, we were there as well. Most of our work focused on instructional coaching and leadership coaching. For leadership coaching, we guided and helped support the principal in setting up his own team. He needs a team to lead a school of 100 teachers. He can't do that single-handedly.
I want to end of the year thumbs up.
Thumbs up for everybody. I'm like Oprah with those bad boys. Trust is important with the leadership coach because there are a lot of things that you open yourself up to. You have to be honest with yourself and really look at the shortcomings of yourself as a leader and look at the strengths that you have as a leader. Anytime I've had a question, anytime I've had any kind of challenge, Dawn and AIR have had the resources. It's amazing though, the resources that AIR has access to.
AIR has the benefit of that whole research to practice spectrum. All of our leadership coaches have turned around buildings themselves. They've been school leaders that have had dramatic results, and they work with policymakers and they work with researchers who are studying the type of work that it takes to turn around a school. So we are able to infuse all of that knowledge together for the benefit of the principals that we work with.
We made a commitment to get better, and we wanted to use the best available resources to us to do that. I think the results of our student performance speaks for itself. We have an increase in student attendance, we have an increase in our graduation rates, and more importantly, we have data that shows that our instructional delivery system is better. And I think that's the most important thing for continued quality improvement.
You guys stuck on anything else, or is everything else?
We are very excited about where we are going with our academic goals. The rate of the students scoring 3, 4s, and 5s in advanced placement tests has increased over the last 3 years.
We've seen an increase in approximately 2% increase in attendance, which 2% doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're working at a school with over 3,000 kids, that's a significant increase. We're seeing increases in students on track for graduation. For example, moving from only 83 or 84% of freshmen on track to now 90% of freshmen on track.
I think my favorite part about working with Morton and their leadership development is watching those leaders absolutely love what they do and their passion around the buildings and wanting those students to succeed at every level.
It really is what drives me every day, to really get to see the students work and challenge themselves. To me, I want our students to be prepared to do and have the option to do whatever they want even after high school.
Dawn, you gotta dance like that. You gotta do that dance move.
No, I can't do that dance move. I want to see you do that dance move. Just do